Well, good morning, everybody. Midday, whatever the hell it is. It's losing track here with these all-night drives and then going to sleep in the morning. But it's Wednesday, February 15th. First, I want to not apologize, but say that yesterday, when I was at College Station and I was talking about the marching bands at Texas A&M and Florida A&M, being some of the greatest in the country, and then people started writing in about Ohio and different schools. I'm kind of relating back to when I was a drum major in high school, and who were some of the marching bands I loved watching them. And Florida A&M, I believe, at the time was like one of my all-time favorites. They did things completely unorthodox, but I haven't seen bands in years, so I'm sure a ton of bands have really raised the bar considerably. So I didn't mean to be dissing on anybody's bands. It would be fun to see more. That's what I would like to see as a halftime show, not the kind of corporate spectacles that they've turned into. But there was always something beautiful about watching incredible precision band, playing great and just doing amazing things on the field, doing giant moving visuals and stuff like that. So sorry if if anybody was going, but my school's better than those guys. I mean, they're all great in their own way, and I'm sure there's some when they have national competition who stand out. But I was just talking off the top of my head, and I was just kind of time traveling back to when I was a drum major, and I was sent off to Redlands University in summer for drum major school, and got to learn about spinning a baton and how to strut and how to organize a halftime show and things like that. But I was gonna, so we're in a new city today, but I thought I would play something here, see if you can guess which city I'm in. I'm in Galveston, Texas, and there's Glenn Campbell with doing the beautiful song Galveston. I believe, let me see if yeah, it's okay. I will move on. But it's great. Yeah. It's weird. I haven't really been out. I looked out. It's really looks very damp. The water, we're right on the water here. I mean, this is a unique geographical location. I'm going to go out and check it out in a little while, but we're heading over to sound check in a couple of hours, and then we'll be off and running after the show somewhere else. But it was fun playing last night at College Station because that's Lyle's alma mater, and so he was emotional for him just to be back there on campus playing. So that was cool, and plus he had a ton of friends there, and his mom was there and stuff. So it was kind of a special evening. But I'm gonna continue down this journey. I did so many country records especially over the decade of the '80s into the '90s, and I really loved going back and forth there. So I keep rediscovering artists that I work with down there, and I'm really enjoying kind of going back down this journey here. So today I'm going to do a couple of things by an artist named Lionel Cartwright. Now, I'll give you a little bio here, for those that are interested. Lionel Burke Cartwright was born February 10th, 1960. He's an American country music artist. Between 1988 and 1992, Cartwright created 12 singles on the Billboard Hot Country Singles and Tracks charts, including a #1 single in '91's Leap of Faith. He also charted in the top 10 on the same chart with Give Me This Last Chance. It says Give Me His Last Chance. I watched it all on my radio, and my heart is set on you. Cartwright also released 3 studio albums, all on MCA. He was born in Gallipolis, Ohio, but was raised in Glendale, West Virginia. Cartwright was interested in music from an early age. He first took piano lessons as a child before going on to master guitar and 8 other instruments. Lionel first performed publicly at the age of 10 in community gatherings. He also went on to serve as a performer, arranger, and musical director on the Nashville Network's musical sitcoms 40 Paradise and Pickin' at the Paradise. Later on, Cartwright moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and worked as a demo singer. He was eventually spotted by Tony Brown. Half the stuff I did was with Tony, producer at MCA Records, while performing in Knoxville, Tennessee. Brown thought that Cartwright needed more experience before being signed to a record deal, and by 1986, Cartwright was signed to MCA. Cartwright's self-titled debut album was released in '89 under the production of Tony Brown. Lead-off singles, You're Gonna Make Her Mine, charted to number 45 on the charts, followed by 3 straight top 20 hits, Like Father, Like Son at number 14, Give Me His Last Chance at number 3, and In My Eyes at number 12. Cartwright wrote 9 of the album's 10 songs and played guitar, fiddle, piano, and mandolin on it. His next album, I Watched It on the Radio, followed in 1990. It was led off with the number 8, I Watched It on the Radio, which he co-wrote with Don Schlitz, who wrote The Gambler, for Kenny Rogers. After it came the number 7, My Heart Is Set on You, and number 31, Say It's Not True. The album was also the highest peak on top country albums at number 21. Brown produced this album as well. Let's see, when he left MCA, he composed themes for television series, including 30-Minute Meals. By 2013, he had become a worship pastor at Hope Park Church in Nashville. So I'm going to go back and give you some info on this album, which is the one I did with him was called I Watched It on the Radio. We did this in 1990. The band on this, once again, you get these ridiculously great bands. It's myself on bass, Eddie Bayers on drums, Mac McAnally on acoustic guitar and mandolin, Stuart Smith, who's playing with the Eagles now, and he featured him the other day, playing electric guitar, slide synth, and acoustic guitar. Lionel's playing dobro, mandolin, and vocals on this. The great Barry Beckett on piano and organ. Steel on this and dobro were Paul Franklin. Oh gosh, it was produced by Stuart Smith and let's see how other credits are reading on this. It was recorded by Chuck Ainley, I did a lot of records with Chuck, and we're out here touring, doing a lot of Lyle's new album, and Chuck Ainley, I believe, did Lyle's album. Jesse Noble, once again, coordinated the whole project. Let's try to get as much info as I can. We recorded it at Soundstage Studios in Nashville, mixed it there, and then it was mastered at Masterphonics. Sorry, I'm just trying to get you. Engineering was done by Julian King, Mark Coddington, Russ Martin, and Tim Kish. And the harmony vocals on this are Dale Jarvis, Harry Stinson, and Mac McAnally. It was mastered by Glenn Meadows. That's it. I think that's pretty much it. But the album is called I Watched It on the Radio from 1990, and the artist is Lionel Cartwright. So let me jump in. Let's just get started. Here's a song called True Believer. Let me see if there's any info. It was produced by Stuart Smith and Tony Brown, and Lionel Cartwright is the composer. So here we go.
It's no trick to start a fire burning. It's so easy falling into love. But these days, to keep the wheels from turning, it takes faith. You know the road is rough. These are stormy times we're going through. Still I remain a true believer. love can still survive above the pain and strife, and make this road of life a little easier. I remain a true believer. I don't need another love in passing, a wildfire that burns itself on out. I want a love that's everlasting, a stronghold in this world of doubt. These are stormy times we're going through, still I remain a true believer. I believe that love can still survive above the pain and strife, and make this road of life a little easier. I remain a true believer. These are stormy times we're going through, still I remain a true believer. I believe that love can still survive above the pain and strife, and make this road of life a little easier. I remain a true believer.
Well, here's one called A Hard Act to Follow. Let's continue. Let me see if any more info on this one. This was written by Lionel and Cindy Cartwright. And again, this album is produced by Tony Brown and Stuart Smith. So here we go. Hard Act to Follow. And we fade in. These are all with old
Don't
Frankenstein.
it seem ironic, you're knocking on my door? The one who stole her from me, the one she left me for. My best old ex-buddy, my best old ex-friend, wanting me to be your friend again. You tell me that she's left you and put you on a shelf. I know just how you feel, I've been there myself. You want me to tell you there's plenty more like her. You don't know how bad I wish there were. I'll tell you she's a hard act to follow, and it's a tough pill to swallow when you realize she's gone and you're back on your own. It's gonna take a long time for healing. I know how you're feeling. They say you won't find someone else tomorrow. Further, I can tell you she's a hard act to follow. Once you've been to heaven, it's so hard to come down. You look for substitutions, but they're so hard to be found. So much to remember, so much to forget. I just ain't seen nothing like her yet. I tell you she's a hard act to follow, and it's a tough pill to swallow when you realize she's gone I can tell you she's a hard act to follow. I tell you she's a hard act to follow, and it's a tough pill to swallow when you realize she's gone and you're back on your own. It's gonna take a long time for healing. Well, I know how you're feeling. I can't say you won't find someone else tomorrow. Brother, I can tell you she's a hard act to follow.
It's really good. I love the groove on it. Before I do the next one, I had some people questioning me. That was interesting. They said, in your early videos, you were wearing your glasses, and now you're not. Actually, like when I'm in a restaurant or anything, like here's the menu for the room. If I'm sitting here, I can read this thing perfectly. If I put my glasses on, it's all a blur. I need the glasses more for mid and distance stuff. So when I've been reading the credits and things like that, it's impossible with my glasses on. So I just take them off and leave them off because I'm not looking at anything other than you directly, you. So that's it. Simple reason. But I wear I've been wearing glasses since I was like 5 years old. So, but it's so funny. Every once in a while, I go and get my prescription checked because I think going, oh man, my eyes are bothering me. Jesus, like they got to be getting worse. And I go in and I get my eyes checked, and he goes, actually, no, they've improved. So I figure if I live to be maybe 120, I may not need to wear glasses anymore if it keeps up like this. I'm not counting on it. So here's Old Coal Town. Let's see if there's anything on this one I need to know. Written by Lionel Cartwright, a prolific writer. Here we go. So Old Coal Town.
In my mind, there's a place I go back to the banks of the Ohio, to a little hometown curved round a river bend, right on the edge of the Dixon line, right in the heart of this heart of mine, on a windy road that seems to never end. And there beneath the mountains, mines and mills, my roots still run deep in those green rolling hills of that old coal town. My memories come rolling down with sweet dreams of yesterday. And even though I'm far away, in my heart I'm homeward bound to that old coal town. Mail pouch barns and railroad tracks, river barges and old smokestacks. It's a little bit gritty, but it's still mighty pretty to me. The fishing's good and the folks are real, and that mountain air will make you feel like there ain't no place on earth you'd rather be. Memories like a clear blue mountain stream are running through my mind and filling up my dreams of that old coal town. My memories come rolling down with sweet dreams of yesterday. And even though I'm far away,
I mean, it's really like a perfectly crafted record. I mean, I'm really trying to listen carefully, and there's not a unnecessary note. Everything just fits like this beautiful little puzzle on these. You know, it's such a wonderful process making a record. I wish everybody could do it. I just, there's something so magical about coming into a room with a sketch of something and leaving a couple hours later with something like that all finished up. And you just go, wow, this is really the coolest thing. So, okay, here's one last tune here. This is called "I Refuse to Sing the Blues." And let's see if there's anything with credit-wise. Composer, lyricist, Lionel Cartwright. So he pretty much did this whole record in terms of writing. Here we go. Yeah.
Well, I was low and lonely, didn't know what to do. Just kind of low and lonely, feeling all over blue. Headed for nowhere, honey, till I met you. Well, I never knew that a woman could be so sweet. And you look so fine, just knocked me off my feet. You took me into your arms and picked me up off the street. Now I refuse to sing the blues. I got the best loving woman in the whole wide world. I'm gonna burn my rebel shoes. I refuse to sing the blues. And as long as I got you by my side, well, honey, I just can't lose. So just can't lose.
Barry Beckett.
Well, I never knew how good this man could feel. And there ain't no doubt I got the best end of the deal. 'Cause honey, I got you and a love I know is real. Now I refuse to sing the blues. I got the best loving woman in the whole wide world. I'm gonna burn my rebel shoes. I refuse to sing the blues. And as long as I got you by my side, well, honey, I just can't lose. I refuse to sing the blues. I got the best loving woman in the whole wide world. I'm gonna burn my rebel shoes. I refuse to sing the blues.
Yeah.
And as long as I got you by my side, well, honey, I just can't lose. I said as long as I got you by my side, honey, I just can't lose. So just can't
Yeah, that's killer. That is killer. It's like country noir. I would love to see some swing dancers choreograph that piece. It'd be great. The players are so good. God, Stuart Smith's guitar playing. It's no wonder that they enlisted him to be in the Eagles with them. Great. So that's Lionel Cartwright. There's a bunch. I keep just rediscovering all these artists that I've worked with down there, and some I've never been able to find albums or anything that we did. There's no credits. When I do find the album, there's no crediting on it. So I'll keep doing my forensic studies here. But so that's it for today. I wish everybody a wonderful day. Life goes on. It's like Syria, Turkey's ongoing. Miraculously, they do find somebody alive, but it's the major bulk of everything they're finding is tragic, and and then thinking about, Ukraine and what's going on there, and then the shooting up in Michigan, and all this stuff. God, it's just, there's such a negative energy about things, and you just go, why can't it get a little more positive going on? That's at least what I'm trying to do here. So I appreciate everybody's coming here and hanging with me. And it gets, somebody without mufflers roaring by here. But it'll be interesting when we get to the venue and see what we've got here today. I'll take a walk through and see what we got, and hopefully they don't have a marching band. So we'll see. But till then, just take good care, everybody, and I will talk to you probably in a couple hours. Okay, bye-bye.